Hello friends, in today's video, let's learn about and explore what is atomic design methodology in UI UX. I will walk you through step-by-step atomic design process along with interesting examples. And at the end, we'll also see the importance of atomic design. So atomic design is a design methodology created by Brad Frost that considers creating and maintaining design systems while providing an attractive way of chemistry. There are 5 distinct stages of atomic design methodology. Each stage builds on the previous, acting as a combination of items from the earlier stages. So let's look each stages one by one along with the examples. So the first one is atoms. Atoms are the basic building block in this design system. All elements are individual items or components consisting of labels, icons, buttons, and etc. So let's see an example for the atoms. If you see over here, it's the search products as a label. So label can be anything. So this can be one atom or kind of a component, you can say. The second one would be input field. Okay, so in this example, there's an input field and there's a placeholder in that, enter product name. So this would be another atom. And the third one, it is as a button. So this is another atom as a button. So now let's see the next atomic design process and see how this atoms process combines with the molecules. So molecules are combined group of atoms. So for an example, what we see over here, we can see all these in one place, kind of a merge one. So what we saw in the first step, we saw different atoms like label, search products. Then there's an input field, search box, and there's a search button. So now if you combine all these atoms, it becomes a molecule. So now let's go to the third atomic design process and see how the atoms, molecules now evolve into organisms. So in this process, it combines a group of molecules. That's the reason it's called organisms. It includes navigation, sidebars, logos, and other elements in the navigation bar. So let's see an example for this. On the right hand side, we see the atoms like labels, input field, and buttons. Now it converted to molecules, then it became one group of search component. And in the left hand side, we see other components like logos and other label formats in types of the products, bestsellers, new releases, and other labels. So if you see how the atoms build to molecules and molecules build to organisms, now let's see the fourth atomic design process, that is templates. So templates are the combined group of organisms, and this will eventually be forming a useful web, mobile structure or layout like a wireframe. So let's see an example for this. So here you see there are more details in place. In the navigation bar, we have those final organisms, final component, you can say search component, the logo component, and the other labels, right? Below we have other components, or you can say organisms like placeholder for the images, and there would be some labels, some text below that. So this is how your final templates picture will look like with the help of atoms, molecules, and organisms. So combination of all these three becomes our templates. And once the templates are formed, then the final stage is pages, the actual design or the actual output. So you can add actual contents and images to the page, what we saw in the wireframes. You have a page containing all the atomic design elements like atoms, molecules, and organisms. So let's see an example for that. The final look. This is just an example. So here's a final look. See, if you see the placeholder, the logo, labels, and navigation bar. So if you see the navigation bar on the top, and then we have the actual images where it was a placeholder in the wireframe stage. So this is how your final design will look like. So there will be many more components or elements below that, which will be form of organisms, and that will eventually be your final output of your UI. So the benefits of atomic design is the components are reusable. You can reuse that components whenever you want. Like what we saw, a search component or a placeholder of the images or the labels or the logo placeholder, and so on and so forth. By dividing elements into basic atoms, we can quickly identify what parts of the site should be used, those atoms, and how can we mix and match them to create molecules and organisms. Thanks for watching the video, and please subscribe to my channel and press the like button. And if you have any comments, please share your comments below.